AI models don't usually make people nervous. They impress us, they surprise us, they occasionally confuse us. But every once in a while, a release feels different. Opus 4.6 isn't just another incremental update.
It's being described as smarter, more context-aware, and more capable than anything Anthropic has released before.
A model that can hold massive amounts of information and memory. A model that reasons across entire code bases. A model that feels less like a chatbot and more like a thinking system.
Welcome back to Neural Wire Signal, where we decode the AI moves happening behind the scenes, long before they become headlines.
And whenever intelligence scales this quickly, one question always follows. Today, we're going inside Opus 4.6. What makes it powerful? What makes it different? And why its evolution matters more than you think. Every major AI release pushes the boundary a little further. Faster responses, longer memory, better reasoning, more autonomy. But Opus 4.6 represents something more structural. It's not just improved performance, it's expanded cognitive scale. Anthropic designed Opus 4.6 to handle deeper reasoning tasks. What makes Opus 4.6 smarter? Intelligence in AI isn't about personality. It's about reasoning depth and context awareness. One of the defining features of Opus 4.6 is its expanded context window. It can process enormous amounts of text in a single session, entire repositories, massive documents, multi-layered conversations.
That means it doesn't lose track of earlier details as easily. It can reference information introduced far earlier in a discussion.
It can track logical dependencies across long exchanges. In practical terms, this reduces fragmentation. Previous models often felt like they were stitching together answers moment by moment. Opus 4.6 feels more continuous. It carries narrative memory. It sustains analytical threads. That continuity creates the impression of deeper intelligence, because it isn't just reacting, it's integrating. What makes it faster? Speed isn't just about response time, it's about convergence. How quickly does a model arrive at a stable and accurate solution? Opus 4.6 reduces the need for repeated clarifications. It interprets instructions more precisely. It anticipates logical next steps more consistently. When developers use it for coding, it often requires fewer corrections. When researchers use it for analysis, it maintains structured reasoning across longer drafts. When teams use it for planning, it synthesizes information without constantly derailing into tangents. Faster doesn't mean rushed, it means fewer detours. The real power: massive context. The most dramatic leap in Opus 4.6 is scale. Earlier AI systems operated like short-term thinkers.
They handled segments. They responded within tight token limits. Once conversations grew too long, they lost track of earlier context.
Opus 4.6 stretches that boundary dramatically. Imagine feeding an entire legal case file into a system and asking for contradiction analysis. Imagine uploading a full product roadmap and asking for strategic risk mapping. Imagine providing a massive code base and requesting architectural refactoring suggestions. That's the kind of environment Opus 4.6 was designed for. When AI can hold that much context, it stops being a sentence-level assistant and starts becoming a systems-level thinker. And systems-level thinking is powerful. So where does dangerous come in? Whenever intelligence scales, risk scales with it. Not because the model has intent, but because capability amplifies impact.
A model that can reason deeply across massive datasets can also generate highly sophisticated outputs.
That includes persuasive writing, strategic analysis, automated workflows, and advanced code generation. In the right hands, that accelerates productivity. In the wrong hands, it accelerates manipulation. This isn't unique to Opus 4.6. It's true of all frontier models. But as reasoning becomes more structured and outputs become more coherent, the persuasive power of AI increases. That's where caution enters the conversation. The more human-like the reasoning feels, the more easily users may overtrust it. And overtrust is where problems begin. The illusion of understanding. Opus 4.6 can synthesize, summarize, and reason across vast inputs, but it does not possess awareness. It does not have beliefs. It does not have intent. Yet, when a model explains something with clarity and structured logic, it feels authoritative.
That feeling can be misleading. The danger isn't that Opus 4.6 wants anything. The danger is that users may assume it knows more than it does.
Advanced reasoning systems reduce obvious mistakes, which ironically makes subtle mistakes harder to detect. When outputs look polished, they're less likely to be questioned. That psychological shift is important, because intelligence amplification without critical thinking creates dependency. Enterprise impact. Where Opus 4.6 truly shines is in enterprise environments. Large organizations deal with complexity, not speed. They manage compliance frameworks, legacy systems, regulatory documentation, cross-team dependencies. An AI model capable of understanding vast context becomes a strategic asset.
It can audit internal documents. It can map policy inconsistencies. It can analyze architectural flaws. It can synthesize research across thousands of pages.
That's not flashy, but it's transformative. The more context an AI can hold, the more strategic its contributions become, and that moves AI from tool to infrastructure. Competition and escalation. Opus 4.6 doesn't exist in isolation. Every major AI lab is pushing context windows larger, reasoning chains deeper, agentic behavior stronger.
This creates a feedback loop. One company expands capability, another responds. Each iteration accelerates the frontier.
The question isn't whether AI will become more capable, it's how quickly, and whether governance frameworks evolve at the same pace. Is it actually more dangerous?
Dangerous is a loaded word. Opus 4.6 is not autonomous. It does not act independently. It does not execute decisions in the real world without instruction.
But as AI becomes more integrated into decision-making pipelines, its influence grows. A model that helps draft policy proposals influences legislation. A model that aids in financial forecasting influences capital allocation. A model that aids in security assessments influences infrastructure resilience. Power isn't about intention, it's about leverage. Opus 4.6 increases leverage. The bigger shift. The release of Opus 4.6 signals something bigger than model improvements. It signals a transition from conversational AI to cognitive infrastructure. We are moving towards systems that can reason across organizations, not just conversations. That shift will reshape workflows, redefine productivity, and challenge assumptions about knowledge work. The smarter these systems become, the more responsibility falls on users to apply them wisely, because intelligence amplification is neutral. So is Opus 4.6 smarter? Yes. Is it faster? In meaningful ways, absolutely. Is it more dangerous? Only to the extent that all powerful tools are. The real risk isn't the model, it's complacency. As AI systems grow more capable, the responsibility to question, verify, and think critically grows with them. Opus 4.6 represents progress, massive progress. But progress without oversight is where caution lives.
If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to hit the like button. It helps the channel grow and keeps these deep dives coming. And subscribe if you want more clear.
Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.